Hello children, welcome to the maths class. In chapter 3 data handling, today we are starting bar graph. See this page, the surface of this page is divided into identical squares, and again these squares are divided into small squares. This page is called graph paper. See this graph paper. Some information is represented on this graph paper using the rectangles. These rectangles are called bars. The width of all the bars is same, and the spacing between these two consecutive bars is also equal. So when any information is represented using the bars of equal width and with equal spacing between them, such type of representation is called the bar graph. Let us take an example. Here marks obtained by a student in different subjects out of 10 are given. First of all, we have to draw two lines on the graph paper. See, here this is horizontal line, this is called x-axis, and this is vertical line, it is called y-axis, and where these two lines meet, the point is called origin. Now we have to take the scale for y-axis. How to choose the scale? First of all, we have to observe the data, observe the numbers given in the data. So here the maximum value is 10. So we will take little greater value. So we will take 11, and always we have to start with 0. So 0 to 11 space we will divide into equal parts, and one part will be our 1 unit. Now see, this is 0 and this is 11, and all these parts are equal. So for this length on the graph paper, it is 1 unit, and for 1 unit we will take 1 mark. So our scale will become 1 unit equal to 1 mark. Suppose these marks are out of 100, and these are the marks 70, 75, 95, 89. So now see, if we will choose this scale, 1 unit equal to 1 mark, so it will become so long. No, so scale should not be too long or too short. So here observe the data, the highest value is 100 here. Out of 100 it is given, so highest value is 100. So we will divide 0 to 100 into equal parts, and one part will be our 1 unit. Now here we will write the table, you can say table. So here always we have to start with 0 and 10. So we will write the table of 10 here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 and 110. Now see, here now we can plot these numbers. So let us take another example. Suppose these marks are out of 1200. So again this scale is not suitable. Such scale we want that the whole data, whatever data is given to us, it should be represented properly on the graph paper. So again we have to change the scale. Other scale we have to choose. Here maximum value is 1200. So 0 to 1200 we will divide into equal parts, and one part will be our 1 unit. So here we will write table of 100. 100 ones are 100 twos are 100 threes are 100 fours are 100 fives are, and so on. And this is our 1 unit, and for this 1 unit we have taken 100 marks. So our scale will become 1 unit equal to 100 marks. Here we will write number of marks, and on x-axis we will write the names of subjects. And the title is also very important. Title gives us the information, general information about the question or about the data. Coming to exercise 3.3, question number 1. Here some information is given in the form of bar graph. The title is Pets Owned by Students of Class 7. Scale is given 1 unit equal to 2 students. Now see, let us study this bar graph and answer the question. Here the names of animals are given: dogs, cats, rabbits, hamsters and other animals. And here number of students are given. Scale is 1 unit equal to 2 students. So this space is used for 2 students. Now let us read this bar graph. Dogs. How many students have dogs? 8. How many students have cats? 10. How many students have rabbits? 2. How many students have hamsters? Here this goes to this represents 5. Between 4 and 6 it is 5, because animals can't be 4 and half and 2 or half, no. So they are always in whole numbers. And others, here it is between 2 and 4, it means 3. So now let us see what are the questions. Which is the most popular pet? Here the tallest bar is representing value 10. 10 students have cats. So most popular is cats. How many students have dogs as a pet? Now dogs. See, this dogs and this bar represents the value 8. So 8 students have dogs as a pet. Coming to question number 2. Read the graph and answer the question. This graph is given. The title is number of books sold by a bookstore during 5 consecutive years. And the scale is given 1 unit equal to 100 books. The scale is here, table of 100 is written, 0, 120, 300. Number of books are given here, and the consecutive years are given here: 1989, 90, 91, 92 and 93. And these bars are representing the number of books sold in that years. So coming to first question about how many books sold in 1989, 90 and 92. Let us see 89 first. 89. This is our 100. This is 200. See, we can use this scale. This value is more than the half. This is half. Now, between 100 and 200, it will be 250. So, this bar is representing the value more than half of this unit. So, it will be more than 150 and less than 200. It is asked about only, not exactly. So, we will write 175 books were sold in 1989. In 1990, this bar. Again you see, this bar is representing here this value, and this value is more than half of this unit. So half will be 450 and more than half less than 500, more than 450 and less than 500. So it will be approximately 475. So in 1990, 475 books were sold, about only approximate value. Coming to 1992. 1992 now. See, we can use scale again. So half is here. So it is less than half the unit. This is 200. This is 300. Half, and it is less than half. So we can say 225 books were sold in 1992. In which year were about 470, just now we have seen 475 books in 1990 and 225 books were sold in 1992. Next question is, in which year were fewer than means less than 250 books were sold. So let us see, where is 250? This is 200 and half of this unit will be 250. So see here this line. Now, which bars are below this line? This 1989 and 1992. These bars are below this line. So in these 2 years, 1989 and 1992, less than 250 books were sold. In next question, it is asked that how will you explain the number of books sold in 19 89. Now see, our 1 unit is of 100. So 100 books is representing our 1 unit. And next unit is also 100. This space is for 100. Again this space is for 100. And this bar is representing more than half. So see, we have learnt about the fractions, how they are represented on the number line. This is 0 to 1. If we have to represent 1 by 4, we have to make the 4 equal parts of this space because denominator is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here this part will be 1 by 4, 2 by 4 and 3 by 4. And this 1 and 1 by 4 means after 1. So 1 to 2, again this space we have to divide into 4 equal parts because 4 is the denominator. So this will be 1 and 4 by 1 by 4, 1 and 2 by 4, 1 and 3 by 4. So this value represents 1 and 3 by 4 of 1. But this 1 is for this. But our scale is what? Our scale is, this is 0, this is 100, this is 200. So 1 and this 1 and 3 by 4 of 1. So what will be our value? 100. 1 is for 100 plus 3 by 4 of other 100. This is again, this is 100 to 200, this is 100. So 100 plus 3 by 4 of means into 100. 4 ones are 4, 4 25s are. So this is 100 plus 3 into 25 is 75. So we'll get total 175 books. So 175 books were sold in 1989. Coming to question number 3. Here this data is given, number of children in different classes, and we have to draw a bar graph. First of all, we have to choose the scale. An appropriate scale we have to choose. Such a scale we have to choose that the whole data given in the question will be represented on the graph paper properly. Here number of children are 135, 120, 95, 100, 90, 80. So the greatest value is 135. We'll take little greater. So 140 we will take. And always we have to start with 0. So 0 to 140 we will divide into equal parts. So we can divide this 0 to 140 into 14 equal parts. So we will get one part will be of 10 students. So our scale will be 1 unit length of our graph paper. This 1 unit length of graph paper will be equal to 10 students or 10 children. So first of all, draw these two lines. This line is showing representing x-axis. This line represents y-axis. Here on x-axis we will write classes. So leave this space. All rectangles or all bars will be of equal width. So this is class 5. Leave this space. This is class 6. This is class 7, 8, 9 and 10. Here we are representing classes. And on y-axis write the scale. Scale we have chosen that 1 unit length equal to 10 children. So we have to write the table here. Always start from 0 and 0 always will be on the origin. So 0, 10, 20, 30 up to 140 we will write, and here number of children. These values are representing number of children. Now see the question. Class 5, 135 children. So where is this is class 5 and where is 135? This is 130, 140. In between 130 and 140 there will be 135. So here this is point, and join this point with the scale to the x-axis. Join this, and from here also join this. Join this. You will get the bar for class 5. In the same way, see the reading for class 6. In class 6, 120 children are there. 120 is here. So from here you have to draw bar. You can share this bar also. For class 5, class 7, what is the reading? 95. 95 children are there in class 7. Class 7, 95, 90 and 100. Between 90 and 100, 95. So from here, you have to draw bar. In class 8, 100 children are there. 100 is here. So from here, you have to draw bar. In class 9, 90 children are there. 90 is here. So from here, you have to draw bar. In class 10, 80 children are there. So 80 is here. From here, draw the bar. Draw everything properly here because each and everything has different marks here. So first, title also is very important. Title is number of children in different classes. Scale we have chosen 1 unit length equal to 10 children. This number of children, classes, everything you have to write properly. Now some questions are also there. How to choose the scale? I told you how to choose the scale. Such a scale we have to choose that the whole data given in the question will be represented properly. So other question is, which class has the maximum number of students? Now see, what is the maximum value? The tallest bar is for class 5. So class 5 has the maximum number of children. Which class has minimum number of children? Minimum, which is the shortest bar, this bar is shortest bar. So this bar is for class 10. So class 10 has minimum number of children. The other question is, write the ratio, find the ratio of number of students in class 6th to number of students in class 8. So ratio of number of students in class 6 to number of children in class 8 will be, number of children in class 6, how many? Class 6 120 and class 8 100. So ratio of number of students in class 6. Class 6 first we have to write, so it is 120. And the denominator for the next term, number of students in class 8. Class 8 number of students are 100. And always the ratio is in the lowest term. So we have to find the lowest term of this. We can divide this by 20. 25s are 26 are. So we will get 6 by 5. We can write the ratio 6:5. For drawing this bar graph, use sharpened pencil and everything draw properly, neatly and clearly.